Hi love, welcome to my new bullet journal video. This is the first time I am doing an actual voiceover, so there's gonna be a lot of mistakes happening in here, but I did not expect my video to turn out this long and it didn't feel fair to just give you 20 minutes of music. Feel free to mute me and put on some music for yourself of your own list. I did not plan the voiceover, so you'll see that I still have a visual welcoming you to the video. But yeah. So the first thing I do starting a new month setup is planning out which page is gonna serve what, like you see here. I wrote down October cover. I had to check my own handwriting real hard there. And my September wrap-up page, I didn't make that one back then yet because it was only the 24th of September. I actually still haven't gotten to it, but anyway. So the first thing I do is label all my pages to what I want to put on them. And yeah, I can't really tell you a lot about my process for the cover because I just go with what feels right at that moment. You'll see I have some stuff laying around at the top. I have some washi tapes that I felt like matched the orange theme everyone chose on Instagram. I have some photos laying around, stuff like that. And then it's just a matter of finding what I like, what feels right in that moment. The funny thing is, eventually, when I finish this cover page, I actually end up hating it with a passion. And the exact same thing happened to me with my cover page of 2019. I used orange as well. I absolutely hated it. Somehow I made the exact same mistake. I don't know if it's the orange that doesn't work for me or if it's just the month. I don't know. But yeah. A lot of you have also been asking me where I get my craft paper from. And to be fully honest, it's basically the inside bag of some kind of pallets we use for our litter box for the cat and the bunnies. We use biodegradable pallets. So once the bag is finished, I just separate the inner bag from the outer bag and get the dust off, and that's it. So I always have a really big piece of craft paper laying around, and it helps a lot. I also decided to leave the October text in pencil instead of in pen because I really like the feel of it. I'm not sure if I'll leave it like that for the rest of the month, but yeah. One of the pages that never makes it to my Instagram because no one has any business with my income and expenses, but now you've seen it. You got a little sneak there of my old journal habits. I used to work way more with a calendar and pictures. Me probably showing off my labeled glass jars with all my Crayola markers in there. I actually labeled all my Crayolas to make an easier, to find an easier way to find 5 matching colors for my mood tracker. And I am really scared about what I'm gonna do once once one of them runs out and I'm stuck with having to replace it with a full $100 again and not knowing which one is which. This turns out to be one of my favorite pages of this month's theme so far. I actually found myself very funny with my to spook list joke. I have zero shame about stuff like that. If it makes me happy, it's going in my journal. But yeah, the checklist is also something I normally don't make. But obviously, as you'll see later, I fill it in with everything I need to pack for our move this month to have an overview. And I like to make pages like that before my trackers because otherwise I just simply don't make them anymore. And I like the certainty that after my trackers, I have my daily diaries. I'll sometimes make a random page in between those, but it doesn't happen often. And this was about it for the first day of journaling. I normally get through about half into journaling sessions, but I wasn't feeling it that day. And normally I start with my mood tracker and my habit tracker, actually. I don't know why I changed it this time. I'm happy with my all over theme, so it's not like it's a problem, but it's weird for me. I don't know why I did it. I decided to actually leave the typewriter noises on in this part of the video, so I hope you enjoy it. Here I decided to come back to my front page because I really didn't like it empty like this. And I knew I was gonna blow it if I was gonna write a quote on the orange square myself. So I decided to use my typewriter and stick it on. And that actually only made it worse to me personally. I'm really not happy with the page. My little magical sticker box. All the stickers you see here are printables from people like Nicole Josephine, Cezanne Jour, if I say that right. And I think that's about it right now in my box. I'll link them in my description box with their Patreon and Instagram, one or the other. The little cow sticker is my favorite. I print everything on sticker paper, or yeah, everything. The stuff you see me handling right now, the washi samples are normal paper because I prefer that. At this point, I'm just really desperately trying to fix the front page, and I am not gonna get there. There isn't gonna be any sticker that satisfies me. Look how cute he is. That's my favorite sticker of Nicole Josephine. These are all by her, by the way. Sadly enough, he was too bright for the page. And this one is perfect, but so dull in color that it kind of didn't bring anything to it either. It didn't add anything anymore. This is actually a new washi tape, and I'm really happy that it arrived in time because I really like the color. I ended up having to imagine my own font for the habits tracker, because it was a rainy day and all the internet we had literally sucked, so I couldn't get internet into my room. And I walked out a few times to try and get my iPad to connect, but it just didn't work. So you'll see me change the font in a few minutes. I try to switch around my fonts every month. I don't always get to it. As you have seen at the beginning of the video, I use the site DaFont to generate them, and I've been using that a lot. I really like it. It's a site we learned about in school, and I've been using it ever since. After finding where I wanted to stick my paper, I actually start with the mood tracker and my habit tracker. And I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of music here because I have been drinking so much water through this voiceover to keep my voice even that I actually have to pee. So yeah, I'll hear you in a bit. So as you can see, I decided to put some little ghosts on my right page. I always try to find something to connect my left and my right page because I otherwise find the mood tracker way too busy for the tightness of the right page. Yeah, it has worked for me so far, so it's kind of a habit by now. I also randomly call it right page and left page because I have been doing my habits trackers on my right page for ages. I recently discovered though that I used to do it the other way around. I have no idea why I changed. I only know that I'm stuck in my habit now of not turning it around again. So yeah. I kind of secretly hope I'm not the only one who's set in his way or her way in its journal. I just don't want to turn it around anymore now, and I don't really know why, because it wouldn't bother me either, but yeah. Do you have any weird journal habits? Here you can see that I decided to change the habits font as I mentioned earlier. I kind of still winged it because this is a basic font. I had no clue how I was gonna fill it in by this point, but I'm really happy with what I ended up doing, and I hope you're gonna like it too. I'm really enthusiastic about that part. I always end up tracing sloppier than I'd like to, but I've kind of made my peace with it by now. At this point, I was doubting to make the full bubble black because I thought that would make the page more cohesive with the black paper, and I actually end up doing it, and I think it turns out really well. The mood tracker is still gonna get filled in with color, but that takes until the end of the month, so a little pop of color, even when it's black, really helps this page in my opinion. Someone actually suggested candy corn when I asked for orange ideas, but I'd already done that 2 years ago. And then when I was thinking what I wanted to do with the habit tracker font, it just came to me that that was a really good idea. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I had to think so hard for things to put on this checklist. My packing habits are such a hassle, and I'm really scared I'm not gonna get ready or I am gonna forget stuff. So if you think of anything that is missing, let me know in the comments because I am gonna forget stuff. My to spook list is normally my to-do list, obviously, and it's something I have been doing for the last 3 months because I normally didn't, but life has been so busy in the weekends too that I kind of have to, or I just simply forget to do stuff. I don't look into my journal that often, but I like having it all together in my journal as well as in my phone. This was a real struggle too. I really wanted to use the sticker you're seeing because it's mine. It's the first sticker I actually made and printed, so I'm really proud of myself. And it fitted with the code, but I just couldn't get it. It didn't feel right to put it on my daily diary page because that doesn't have anything to do with coffee. I like the setup of this, but it didn't feel right. Once I had decided that I really wanted that picture together with the little code and that I wanted it in that position, I just put it aside and figured it out. I didn't want it anywhere else and I didn't want to waste it, so to speak, so I'm big on that, by the way. I never want to use any sticker if I'm not sure of the placement or if I can't reprint it, because what if it goes to waste? It's a really stupid way of thinking with stickers, but yeah. I'm probably not the only one though. Have you seen that cute Dachshund's keychain? I actually totally bought that pencil case for the keychain. I was actually gonna say suitcase too, but anyway. I had to cut out all the footage of me sketching the daily diary because you simply couldn't see it on the camera. Bit of a shame, but I really like the white pants, so if this is the first video you're watching from me, you probably don't know yet that I'm an avid reader. So you're very welcome to add me on Goodreads. I'd love to be your friend on there, see what you read. I'm personally big on historical fiction and mystery, some young adults, so you'll mostly see reviews from those books around there on my account. But I'd love to see you there. I could have cut this out, but we all make mistakes, right? The black paper is so handy for that. The part I'm gonna start now turns out so much better than I ever dreamed it would. I'm finally getting the hang of writing in a different handwriting than my own, and it turned out really well. I think it really makes the page pop with white. You'll see me add on in a minute, and it just really brings the page together. I'm really happy with this part. Let's make these ghosties blush. They turned out so cute, I'm so happy. I obviously couldn't color them in any colors, so the blush was the least I could do, and I actually think it added quite a lot for being such a little blush. I always try to use all the scraps I have laying around, no matter the weird shape or anything. Also, close your glue stick. As you can see, this is darker and with my light on compared to a few minutes ago in the video where I was still journaling in daylight, and I left it open through the whole time. I had dinner during that time. My glue stick was completely hard. It has never glued as well as it does now because I completely got the hard part off, but apparently I have been leaving it open for too long for too many times. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but what a cute little ghostie isn't that chocolate mug? I would probably be terrified as hell if there ever came a ghost out of my chocolate milk mug, but I don't know. I feel like I'd drink with him. Back at it, struggling with that little piece of paper and the coffee photo, but I ended up sticking it there. I am still debating if I'll write a pumpkin spice latte recipe or a pumpkin spice chocolate cookie recipe there. Feel free to let me know in the comments. I still didn't draw it, and we'll see what I end up doing. And that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a nice day in general. If there's anything you want to see me draw as a theme, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll get to it. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!